Hi, I'm Shaun from Shaun's Trains TT120 and welcome to the channel. This video is going to be the first video of a workbench series that I'm going to be working on. In this series I'm just going to be building stuff for the oo9, the TT120 and some other bits. That's a kitty cat coming to say hello. Come on, off you go kitty, good girl. Yeah, that's it. She's just in the cubby hole now. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, this is a series where I just basically work on building bits for like my different layouts. For example, the oo9 and the TT, and maybe some odd little bits. And yeah, the TT is back, but we'll get to that in another video. But right now, I just want to work on making an engine shed for the oo9 layout. Now, this is the engine shed I plan on building. This is the actual size that I measured out. So this should be able to fit in the place on the oo9. And the method I'm using is a method that oh, there's kitty cat again. She's gonna be she's gonna be about a lot. She's just literally sat at the end there, just keeping me company at the end. you know, Basically, this technique is a technique that I learnt from another channel called Fundamesa Trains. There's a guy called Dave. He's made an incredible ON30 layout. Yeah, American narrow gauge layout. His channel really worth checking out. Basically, he scratch builds all of his buildings on his layout, and the technique he has templates for all the different pieces, of the building that he's doing, and basically draws the measurements out, draws out the pieces, and then he covers them with some sellotape, mounts them to a bit of foam board, and literally you could get the strips of wood and he'll get the exact measurement all the time. So I've been itching to have a go at the same method, so thought there's no better opportunity than with making this engine shed. So as you can see, I've got all the plan marked out. Get it all on the camera. We've got the main frame here. We've got the roof truss here. The top trim, the bottom trim, and we've got the sidewall as well, along with the roof. I do realise I've missed the front and the back, but we'll improvise when it comes to the time. So I'll make 5 of these, 2 of the top run, 2 of the bottom run, 2 sides, and 2 rooftops. So what I'll do, I'll start off with making one of these first, and we'll see how we go. Before we crack on, I'll show you what I'm using. Over in the UK, I'm not sure about everywhere else, but in the UK we have a craft store called Hobbycraft, and this is where I got this from. I think it was about £12, and basically it's like it's just an assortment of different strips of balsa wood and sort of like just like boards of balsa wood. I think they call it a value pack or a multi pack or something, but there's loads of different sizes in there. And basically these are the these are the pieces that I've been used to measure out, and these will be the pieces that we're using. And we've got 3x3mm balsa wood square strip there. I believe this is 4x4mm balsa wood strip, and this is 8x4mm balsa wood strip, and we're going to be using this thin sheet balsa wood as well to make this. So on my plan, I've marked out the different sizes. So we're going to start off with some 4x4mm all the way along, make the main frame. So we'll get a strip of 4x4. So basically what I'm going to do is just lay it on the template like so. There's kitty cat again. I'll do one frame, I'll do the rest off camera. But as you can see, with that one bit of balsa wood that I put there, yeah, with that one bit of balsa wood there, so I've got a kitty cat just sitting right there. Yeah, but basically that's what I'm going to be doing, just sort of like that. So I'll do that one up. And again, just pencil line there. And this is my first proper scratch build, so I'm not really expecting anything too fantastic, if it makes any sense. Yeah. I'm just going to do cross bracing there. Now the interesting thing with the cross bracing at the top is because I put in a recess just on the ends there, so I've got to include that recess now to the plan. So it's so about there. So it's a bit of a 4mm by 2mm recess in the two ends. So I've just cut that out now. So just like that on the end there. On the end there, there's recesses. The reason why I have them recesses is for the 4x8 strip there. So hopefully sitting there as the top runner. If it makes any sense. Right, so we'll glue them together. So they will be like that. Now this is where the sellotape comes into play. Now I'll be using super glue to glue these together, but the super glue won't glue to the sellotape. So that's why there's a layer of sellotape to stop the pieces that we're gluing together sticking to the template, because ideally we could reuse this template for any other buildings. So hence the sellotape. So we've got our super glue. Dab there. And dab there. Just got to get in place. One there. And one there. So as you can see, this is the first frame together. So we just got to wait for that to dry. While that's drying, I'm going to do these two brace pieces here, which are 3x3 mil, 3x3 mil square section, which is the smallest one I've got, which is, yeah, this one. That's the smaller one. So again, I'm going to mark up where they go. Now these are at a slight angle because basically it's just like a bit of A-frame. So I've drawn two angle lines as the markup. Getting the Stanley blade. Kitty cat's in a little cubby hole now. You know, she's kind of appropriated a little cubby hole bit underneath the table of the model railway. So she's just kind of to the right of me, just watching what I'm doing. Bless her cotton socks. Right, so just cutting this piece now. Yeah, it's just a little angled piece. So just not too much glue. So I'm going to push that into place. Makes a nice little A-frame there. That's mine. Go back to my 3mm. Excuse me if I'm in the way a bit. Yeah, same again. Draw 2 lines, done like that, and carefully cut that piece out, like so. Right, now that's glued into place, so just gotta wait for that to dry. I'll do the other 4 frames and I'll get back to you. Okay, we're back. Right, with no surprise, I've changed my mind on what bit we're working on. We're not going to be working on the roof trusses next. We're actually going to be working on the wall section next. The reason being is because of where the roof trusses will kind of interface with this side panel, so it kind of makes sense to do this first. So we've got the lines here, which is where the rib structures go down and glue on, and then these bits will be cut out for windows, and this will be a door that I'll model as open. And like true Blue Peter style, made this one already. So there is, that's the side. Now the next thing we've got to do is cover this with this self-adhesive sheet of slate stonework. So we now got to measure all this out, draw all this out, then pull it together. So the next segment will just be measuring all this. Yeah, you don't want to watch all that. So again, like true Blue Peter style, I made one of them as well. So I haven't cut out the windows completely, but what I have done was basically cut like a cross in the middle. The reason being, so when I basically put this bit onto this bit, these will just wrap round, and there's the opening for the door. Now spot the mistake here. Originally it's going to be on this side. Well, actually no, there isn't a mistake, because this will be on the inside. Yeah, so this will be shown on the inside, so it will look like that with these wooden frames painted, so it will look like that. But first I've got to stick it to this. Obviously it's a little bit flimsy, as you can see, but I'm hoping with the self-adhesive it won't be too bad. The reason why this bit is so flimsy is because I've made the door open slightly, so it's a bit flimsy. So right, the first thing I'm going to do peel off the adhesive cover and then put this on. So we'll do that now, which is probably a bit more exciting than me measuring everything out and cutting everything out. Now I've got these sheets off of Amazon. I thought they may have been embossed, but unfortunately they wasn't. So I'm not sure whether I'll buy these again or not, but we'll see how this one turns out. I think Kitty Cat is about to make an appearance again. Right, so I've pushed that through. So I've just got to push these pieces round. Like that. Let's just cut that slightly. I'm not sure how much stick time I'm gonna have. There goes the door. I might just have to stick it there for now, and I'll pop some glue on it. But can you see what I'm doing with these tabs? I'm just pushing these tabs forward. I'm just pushing these tabs forward and then placing them at the back. It's similar to if you're doing like wallpapering or something like that, you know, around like switches, you know, light switches, you do the same. I mean, some people who are confident with house electrics and stuff like that, they will take the switch out and then do it that way. You know, I personally, leave when I'm doing wallpapering, I leave the switch in and just cut pieces like this and just cut them off later on. But yeah, this is very much similar sort of thing. Right, so that's like that. Now where this bit's broken, just going to dab some super glue onto there, so it can kind of hopefully save that bit. Now these are not completely flat, but not to worry because glazing still got going. So yeah, this is what we have currently. So where this is going to be going, it's going to be going on the inside like that. So I'm just going to do that now. I think the best way I'm going to do that is by putting the glue on the frame. I know people are probably screaming at me right now why you're not painted the inside frame shirt. The reason being is I'm not sure what colour I'm completely doing them yet. Just drop the camera down slightly. Let's try and get this in shot. I don't know whether to stain them or paint them or whatnot. Just trying to find. There we go. The bits that I have, I'm just trying to prop that up. So super grease on. That side. Okay, right. Here goes nothing. Right. Okay, here we go. That's the ball in, or one side of the inside wall. So you see you've got the door there, got the windows here. Now work out what I'm painting these bits. I've just got to do on this side as well, but I currently don't have any clear acrylic or anything like that I can put on these windows as of yet. So at this point of the build, this is where we're gonna have to leave it. So I'll do. You don't need to see the other side of this. So I'll do the other side off of camera, and then when I get some clear acrylic, we'll look at the other sides. So hope you all enjoyed the video. We're going to leave the video there. If you enjoyed the video, if you can consider subscribing to the channel, it will be much appreciated and really help the channel. And also if you could hit that like button too, it'll really help the channel. So you all take care, thank you for watching, and bye bye.